Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we all wake up every day, go through the motions, chase success, fulfill responsibilities. But have you ever stopped and asked yourself, why am I here? What is the purpose of my life? Knowing your purpose is not just about achieving goals or building wealth. It's about understanding who you truly are and what you are meant to do with the gift of time you've been given. Some people live their entire lives reacting to circumstances instead of designing their lives with purpose. But purpose isn't something handed to you. It's something you discover through deep self-awareness, reflection, and intentional action. Let me walk you through 8 powerful steps that can help you uncover your purpose in life. Not tomorrow, not next year, but starting today. You cannot find your purpose if you don't know who you are. Self-awareness is the foundation. Ask yourself, what do I love? What am I good at? What drains me? What excites me? Keep a journal, reflect in silence, and observe your inner voice. The answers are not outside. You carry them within. Each person is born with unique strengths. Some people inspire, some create, some organize, some heal. Look at the things that come naturally to you, the skills people praise you for without effort. These are not coincidences. They are clues to your purpose. Purpose often lies at the intersection of talent and service. Your purpose is connected to what gives you a sense of joy and meaning, not temporary pleasure, but deep fulfillment. Think of the moments when you felt most alive. What were you doing? Who were you with? These experiences are signals pointing toward your deeper calling. Often your purpose is hidden in your pain. The struggles you've overcome, the battles you've fought, the wounds you've healed, they shape your message to the world. Don't run from your past. Transform it into power. Many people find purpose in helping others overcome what they once suffered through. Purpose is never just about you, it's about how you impact others. Ask yourself, with the knowledge, experiences, and skills I have, who can I help? Who can I help? The moment your life becomes useful to others, it becomes meaningful to you. Contribution creates connection, and connection brings purpose. You won't discover your purpose by just sitting and thinking. You have to act, experiment, try new paths, explore interests, even if they fail. Each attempt teaches you something valuable. Don't fear being wrong, fear being stagnant. Life reveals your purpose as you move, not while you wait. In a world full of opinions and expectations, it's easy to lose your path. But your purpose doesn't lie in what society expects of you. It lies in what your soul whispers to you when everything is quiet. Meditation, prayer, solitude, they help you reconnect the inner compass that guides your purpose. Your purpose is not a one-time discovery. It's a journey that evolves. Be patient with yourself. Don't rush the process. Stay curious, keep growing, and trust that every experience is leading you closer to your true path. Purpose is not something you chase. It's something you become. You cannot begin to understand your life's purpose without first understanding yourself. Self-awareness is the foundation of all personal growth, clarity, and direction. It is the process of looking inward with honesty, curiosity, and courage. In a noisy world full of distractions and expectations, most people lose sight of who they truly are. They wear masks to fit in, chase goals that others have set for them, and live out scripts they never wrote. But purpose doesn't exist in pretending. It exists in authenticity. Self-awareness begins with asking deep, honest questions. Who am I beyond my roles and responsibilities? What are my deepest desires? What kind of life feels meaningful to me? These are not questions you answer once and forget. They are questions you return to regularly, refining your understanding as you grow. You must pay attention to your emotions, reactions, and energy levels. What activities make you feel excited, alive, and focused? What drains you and leaves you feeling empty? The answers to these questions will reveal patterns that lead to your true self. You can also seek feedback from trusted people. Sometimes others can see our blind spots more clearly than we can. Self-awareness is not about being perfect, it's about being real. It requires solitude, reflection, and most importantly, the courage to face truths that may be uncomfortable. Journaling, meditation, silent walks, or even recording voice notes to yourself can be powerful tools to enhance self-awareness. When you know yourself deeply, you begin to understand your values, your priorities, and ultimately, the direction your life is meant to go. Without self-awareness, any attempt to find purpose is like trying to navigate without a map. One of the clearest paths to discovering your purpose is by identifying and embracing your natural gifts, the talents, abilities, and instincts that come effortlessly to you. These are the qualities you may have overlooked because they feel so natural, but to others, they are exceptional. Your natural gifts are the fingerprints of your unique design. They are not random, they are intentional clues placed within you to guide you toward your life's mission. Take a moment to think back to your childhood. What were the things you did without being told? Were you always organizing things, telling stories, fixing broken items, drawing, helping others, or coming up with creative ideas? These early behaviors are often the seeds of your true abilities. Over time, as we grow older, society conditions us to focus on what's practical or profitable. But your purpose is rarely found by chasing what the world says is valuable. It's found by honoring what already lives within you. Ask yourself, what do people consistently compliment me on? What do others come to me for advice about? When am I in a flow, that magical state where time seems to disappear because you are so engaged in what you're doing? That's a sign you're using your natural gifts. These aren't just hobbies or pastimes, they're indicators of your life's deeper calling. Recognizing your gifts is also about shifting your mindset. Many people downplay their abilities out of humility or fear, but your gifts are not meant to be hidden. They are meant to be used to serve others and to build a meaningful life. Sometimes your gift might not be a specific skill, but a way of being. Maybe you're a peacemaker, a deep listener, a motivator, or someone who brings calm in chaos. These are just as powerful as technical talents. To fully uncover your purpose, you must not only recognize your natural gifts, but also begin to own them with confidence and gratitude. When you align your life with what you were born to do well, you begin to experience a deep sense of alignment, satisfaction, and significance. A powerful signpost on the journey to discovering your life's purpose is recognizing what activities, experiences, and moments spark true joy and meaning in your life. These are not fleeting pleasures or surface-level happiness, but deep, soul-stirring emotions that leave a lasting impression on your heart and mind. Joy and meaning are signals from your inner self. They whisper, this is where you belong. This is what matters. To follow what sparks joy and meaning, you must learn to tune into your inner world. Ask yourself, when do I feel most alive? What moments make me forget about time? What brings me a deep sense of fulfillment, even if no one is watching or applauding? The answers to these questions often hold more truth than any external advice or societal expectation. Purpose is rarely found in routine comfort zones. It often hides in those activities that make your heart beat faster with excitement or peace. For some, it could be teaching, painting, writing, mentoring, caring for others, inventing solutions, or building something meaningful. The specific activity may vary, but the emotional response, joy, meaning, a sense of connection, that is the constant. You must also understand that joy and meaning are not always about ease. Sometimes what gives you the deepest sense of purpose also challenges you the most. It may demand effort, patience, and sacrifice, but it leaves you feeling enriched rather than depleted. That's how you distinguish between empty busyness and meaningful contribution. The things that bring true meaning will often stretch you, but never break your spirit. It's essential to separate genuine joy from distractions or quick highs. Scrolling social media might entertain you, but does it make you feel fulfilled? Watching movies may pass time, but does it feed your soul? Following what sparks true joy means pursuing what nourishes your inner self, not just entertains or numbs you. The path to your purpose becomes clearer when you consistently choose to do more of what brings depth to your life. Keep a daily or weekly journal and note what activities give you energy versus what drains you. Over time, you'll see patterns. The patterns. These patterns are like breadcrumbs leading you toward your calling. They are not random. They are personalized, sacred indicators of the life you are meant to live. One of the most overlooked yet powerful pathways to discovering your purpose lies within your pain. It may seem counterintuitive, even uncomfortable, but the truth is, your greatest struggles often contain the seeds of your greatest calling. Every challenge, heartbreak, failure, or wound you've experienced was not just something to survive. It was something to learn from, grow through, and possibly use to guide others. Life doesn't waste pain. The lessons you learned in the darkest seasons of your life are unique to you, and they shape a perspective, a depth, and a strength that no textbook or seminar could ever teach. Whether it was the trauma of loss, the weight of rejection, the burden of failure, or the sting of disappointment, each of these experiences left you with something invaluable, wisdom. And wisdom, when shared, becomes a tool for healing, not just for yourself, but for others as well. Ask yourself, what have I survived that others are still struggling with? What wounds have I healed that I could help others face? The moments you thought would break you may be the very ones that prepared you to build something meaningful. Many people who walk in purpose today do so because they turn their pain into a platform. Counselors who once felt alone, teachers who once felt misunderstood, leaders who once were lost. Their pain became the foundation of their empathy, insight, and purpose. This isn't about glorifying suffering, and it's about transforming suffering into service. When you embrace your past instead of running from it, you begin to rewrite the story. You're no longer a victim. You become a guide, a mentor, a light for someone else still walking through that same tunnel. Sometimes we're afraid to face our past because it brings up emotions we don't want to relive. But healing begins when you stop hiding your pain and start asking, what was this experience trying to teach me? Purpose is not always born from success. More often, it is born from struggle and redemption. The deeper your pain, the more powerful your story. Instead of burying your past, explore it with compassion and courage. Understand that nothing you've been through is wasted. The storms, the scars, the silent battles, they all carry meaning. They are not the end of your journey. They are the beginning of your purpose. One of the most direct ways to uncover your life's purpose is by shifting your focus from what do I want to who can I help? This single question can unlock a level of clarity, direction, and meaning that mere self-interest never could. Purpose is not just about personal success or individual fulfillment. It's about impact. It's about using what you've been through, what you've learned, and what you're good at to serve, uplift, and empower others. Every person has something to offer, regardless of age, background, or profession. You don't have to be a world-class expert or a millionaire to be useful. You just have to be one step ahead of someone else. If you've overcome anxiety, you can guide someone who's just starting that battle. If you've built a skill or knowledge in a certain area, whether it's communication, leadership, parenting, business, or emotional resilience, you can use it to help others grow. Even your smallest breakthroughs can be someone else's lifeline when you begin to ask yourself, who needs what I know? Or whose life can be changed by my story? You begin to look beyond your own struggles and limitations. You start to see the value in your journey, not just for yourself, but for others walking a similar path. This shift from self-focus to service is where purpose truly begins to unfold. Because at its core, purpose is about contribution. It's about making a difference, even if it's to just one person. You don't have to be in a big position or have a large audience. Maybe your purpose is to raise children with love and wisdom. Maybe it's to write words that heal, to coach people who feel stuck, to listen deeply to someone who feels unseen, or to build a business that solves a real problem in your community. Impact is not measured by scale alone. It's measured by sincerity and intention. When you align your life with the idea of helping others through what you already know or have experienced, life begins to feel more significant. You begin to wake up with a sense of direction because you know you are needed. That realization alone can be a powerful driving force. Often the very things we take for granted, Our experiences, talents, and struggles are the exact tools someone else is desperately looking for. So instead of chasing your purpose blindly, pause and reflect. Who is waiting for the wisdom I've gained? Who can benefit from my voice, my mistakes, my healing, or my knowledge? That's where you'll start to find your purpose, not in isolation, but in the connection between your life and someone else's transformation. Many people stay stuck in the search for purpose because they wait for absolute clarity before taking any action. They want a clear map, a perfect plan, or a divine sign before they move. But purpose doesn't usually appear fully formed. It emerges as you experiment, explore, and experience life. That's why one of the most important steps toward discovering your purpose is giving yourself the freedom to try different things without the fear of failure. Every step you take, every new activity you try, every path you explore, whether it works out or not, is a form of feedback. It teaches you something. It reveals what you enjoy, what you're good at, what drains you, and what energizes you. You might try writing and realize you love expressing ideas. You might volunteer somewhere and discover a passion for helping others. You might start a side project and realize it's not for you. But even that a failure is progress because it brings you closer to what you truly want. The fear of failure is one of the biggest barriers to purpose. Oh. We often avoid new paths because we're afraid of looking foolish, wasting time, or making mistakes. But here's the truth. Mistakes are necessary. They are how you refine your direction. You can't learn what fits without trying on a few things that don't. Failure isn't the opposite of finding purpose. It's part of the process. Some people believe that their purpose will feel easy and obvious from the start. That's rarely true. Often, it feels awkward in the beginning. You'll try things that don't go well. You'll start projects that never finish. You'll speak up and not be heard. But with each attempt, you gain clarity, skill, and courage. Purpose reveals itself to those who are willing to show up and take imperfect action, even when the outcome is uncertain. This also means giving yourself permission to change paths. Just because you try something once doesn't mean you're locked into it forever. Life isn't a straight line. It's a series of pivots, lessons, and realignments. You may try something and realize it's not your purpose, but that doesn't make the effort wasted. That trial may lead you to meet the right people, build the right habits, or discover an unexpected passion. By removing the fear of failure, you create a space where creativity, curiosity, and courage can grow. And that space is exactly where purpose begins to take shape. Don't wait for perfection, move with intention. The more you try, the more you learn. The more you learn, the clearer your path becomes. Action, not overthinking, is the bridge between where you are and where your purpose lives. In the pursuit of your life's purpose, one of the greatest challenges is learning to quiet the noise of the world and tune in to the subtle, often gentle voice within you. This inner whisper, your intuition, your conscience, your deepest self, speaks not in shouts but in stillness. Yet in today's world, we are constantly bombarded with opinions, comparisons, expectations, and distractions. The pressure to meet external standards, family expectations, societal definitions of success, peer achievements can drown out your inner truth before you even recognize it. Purpose is personal. It cannot be dictated by trends, titles, or traditions. What fulfills someone else might not fulfill you. What others value might not align with your spirit. That's why listening to your inner voice is essential. It's the compass uniquely designed for your life. That whisper inside you knows when you're in the wrong place, knows when something feels off, and it also knows when you're stepping into something aligned, authentic, and true. To hear that whisper, you must make space for silence. Purpose is rarely found in the middle of constant busyness or noise or malaise. They texted good. You need quiet moments, away from screens, away from conversations, away from deadlines, where you can ask yourself real questions and hear your heart respond. Meditation, reflection, prayer, walking alone in nature, or even simply sitting in stillness can reconnect you with the voice you've been ignoring. This whisper also speaks through your emotions. Pay attention to the things that excite you, the causes that move you, and even the injustices that anger you. These emotional responses aren't random. Their message is pointing you toward what matters to your soul. Your purpose is often hidden in what stirs your heart when the world isn't watching. But to truly follow that voice, you must also develop courage. Courage to disappoint others, to go against the grain, to be misunderstood, and to stand alone at times. Not everyone will understand your path, and that's okay. It wasn't given to them, it was given to you. Your job isn't to seek constant approval, it's to seek alignment with your truth. In a world that rewards noise, visibility, and conformity, it takes strength to be silent, to listen, and to choose a direction that may not be popular but feels profoundly right. Your inner whisper will not scream for your attention, but it will guide you relentlessly if you give it the chance. The more you trust it, the clearer it becomes. The more you follow it, the more confident you grow. And eventually, that whisper will lead you exactly where you were always meant to be. In a world addicted to speed, instant gratification, and overnight success stories, one of the most difficult yet essential truths about discovering your purpose is this: it takes time. Purpose is not something you stumble upon in a single moment of inspiration. It's not revealed all at once like a bright spotlight. Rather, it unfolds gradually, layer by layer, through seasons of learning, doing, failing, reflecting, and growing. We often become frustrated or anxious when we don't have all the answers. We look at others who seem to have it all figured out and wonder, why not me? But purpose is deeply personal and uniquely timed. It is not a race or a competition. Some people discover their calling early in life, others in their 30s, 50s, or even in their final years. The timeline is not the goal. Growth is. What matters is that you're walking the path with intention, awareness, and openness. Think of purpose like a tree. You don't plant a seed today and expect a full-grown tree tomorrow. You water it, nurture it, give it sunlight, protect it from storms, and patiently wait. In the same way, your purpose needs space, time, and patience to develop. Each experience, each struggle, each relationship, each moment of doubt or clarity take root and grow strong. Patience doesn't mean passivity. It means staying committed even when the road seems unclear. It means continuing to explore, continuing to serve, continuing to evolve without demanding immediate results. Trust that everything you are doing is preparing you for something greater, even if you can't yet see the full picture. And don't confuse purpose with perfection. You might not feel like you're living your ultimate purpose yet, but that doesn't mean your life lacks meaning. Even the jobs you don't enjoy, the failed attempts, or the detours all play a role in shaping your direction. They teach you resilience, humility, clarity, and wisdom. Often, we only understand the significance of certain seasons after we've passed through them. There is also beauty in the unfolding. If you knew your entire life's path from the beginning, there would be no room for discovery, adventure, or transformation. The unfolding is what refines you. It humbles you, stretches you, and prepares you to handle the weight of your true calling when it finally becomes clear. So be patient with yourself. Trust the process. Know that every step, every delay, every unanswered question is still moving you forward. Purpose is not a finish line. It's a lifelong journey. It becomes clearer as you continue to walk with faith, curiosity, and commitment. So if you're searching for your purpose, don't wait for a lightning bolt or a perfect moment. Instead, begin with what you have, where you are, and who you are right now. Dig deep into your experiences, honor your gifts, follow what brings you alive, and never stop asking how you can serve the world in your own unique way. Purpose is not something that arrives fully formed. It is revealed in the quiet moments of reflection, in the courage to take small steps, in the patience to keep going when it's unclear, and in the willingness to live with intention. Don't be afraid to evolve. Don't be afraid to try. And most importantly, don't be afraid to listen to your heart, because your purpose has been waiting for you to hear it all along. Keep walking, keep searching, and trust this beautiful journey. Your life has meaning. Your existence is not an accident. And your purpose, though it may take time, is worth finding.